can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He'll drop the throw, and he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They'll look to throw here. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 10. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 40. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, you know, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. Touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Green's got it over the middle. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And they go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And throw right side complete to Parker. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you've got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now
on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Completes it right side to Doxson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Looking to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Back to throw. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. There he goes left side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right on the 30. Look at the spin. Balance. Now, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds Coleman. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans add on. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this 1st half. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. They have the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. To throw is Garoppolo. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans continue to pour it on. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So now here come the Dolphins. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it's second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
13.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
He finds Hopkins complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans add on. And he puts it through. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans continue to pour it on. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Set, 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Gun, 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 gun.
They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. Space to run past the 20. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tevin Coleman, a 6-yard touchdown run, and the Texans add on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and he's got him in the lead. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 36. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw now on 1st down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. That goes for a gain of 31.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
Now back to throw. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins from 13 yards out. And the Texans continue to pour it on. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Coleman. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught at the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Ricky Seals-Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
11.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. It's brought in by Dodson. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
That one good for 21 yards. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Out to the left, it's complete to Daxon. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And throwing the out route incomplete. It's Parker. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. In for the score. And it's for pride now, but the Dolphins get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, They put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed.